Ex-LSU instructor hopes to take discrimination claims to Supreme Court. Crime Police, NOLA.com. A former LSU instructor who filed a federal lawsuit against the university for gender discrimination now plans to take her case to the U.S. Supreme Court. Plaintiff Margaret, Margot, Herster was hired in 2009 to work in the digital arts program of the university's Arts, Visualization, Advanced Technology and Research Initiative, known as AVATAR. Herster claims LSU paid her less than half what it paid 9 other AVATAR full-time faculty, all men, who also received benefits and other privileges Herster said were denied to her. Herster's lawsuit accused LSU and several people in the Art School and Human Resources Department of unlawful retaliation, as well as state and federal labor law violations by discriminating against her based on her gender. Her claims concerning gender discrimination, compensation, and whistleblower retaliation were thrown out in December 2016 by senior U.S. District Judge James Brady, who died in December. A 3-judge panel of the 5th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals in New Orleans affirmed Brady's dismissal April 4. Last Friday, May 4, the 5th Circuit Court denied another petition from Herster that sought to have the court reconsider prior rulings in her case. "I am disturbed by this ruling, which flies in the face of established law. These judges were obliged to enforce civil rights laws that protect against sex abuse, pay discrimination and retaliation at work and school," Herster said in a released statement announcing the court's ruling May 4. Herster stated the court's ruling deviates from Supreme Court precedent that prohibits employers from paying women less than men due to sex-based stereotypes of their roles. Fifth Circuit courts, covering Louisiana, Mississippi and Texas, are notoriously hostile to the civil and human rights of women, whistleblowers and others targeted for mistreatment by powerful institutions. "I am prepared to take this appeal to the Supreme Court," Herster said in her statement. LSU has denied Herster's allegations in court documents. Jason Droddy, LSU's interim vice president for strategic communications, said in a released statement Wednesday that every court that has considered Ms. Herster's claims has rejected them. He added that the Fifth Circuit Court's refusal to reconsider the case is a clear sign of its confidence in its earlier ruling in favor of LSU. The Judicial Learning Center's website states the U.S. Supreme Court reviews 75 to 85 cases a year out of about 10,000 petitions they receive. Herster claimed her supervisor, LSU College of Art and Design Director Rod Parker, said her pay was set low because he viewed Herster and other women in the department as a trailing spouse who would have children and be happy. When Herster sought changes for herself and her students, she claimed Parker became angry and aggressive, engaging in escalating sexist, demeaning taunts like calling her princess, acting like an 8-year-old, and threatening her job. LSU fired Herster in 2012, but not before she described to administrators a systemic culture of discrimination and harassment at the College of Art and Design. According to the federal lawsuit obtained by NOLA.com, the Times-Picayune in 2015, Herster described ongoing mistreatment by faculty, including faculty caught ogling female students on social media, erotic content on faculty computers, and comments on students' push-up bras, tiny tank tops and tight jeans. Herster also reported a false billing scheme by the College of Art before her firing. Herster claimed the school coerced students to pay unauthorized fees while faculty and administrators misused those funds instead of using them for classroom and teaching supplies. An LSU audit in 2013 confirmed Herster's reports, and it identified that more than $60,000 in course fees were misused. Herster claims she is seeking reinstatement to her position. She is also seeking back pay, compensation for loss of benefits, attorney's fees and compensation for mental anguish and emotional stress. Herster is represented by Abby Malloy of Bartlett, Beck, Herman, Palancher and Scott of Chicago, Illinois, and Robert Campbell of Williamson, Fontenot, Campbell and Whittington of Baton Rouge. Wilburn P. Nobles III is an education reporter based in New Orleans. He can be reached at venobles@nola.com or on Twitter @willnobles.